The Grizzlies sporting their best look as they came into the building earlier. That's how to make an entrance on the road. Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Santi Aldama is out there with Williams, and it's Jackson in at the 5 down low. And for Chicago, we've got DeRozan. Zach LaVine is out there with Williams, and it's Vucevic, and it's Caruso in at the 3. Here in the middle of the season, injuries can certainly pile up, Greg. How does a team hold it together when it's missing important pieces?
Kevin, it's all about communication and being ready to step up. As long as you keep working as a unit, you can cover for missing bodies.
And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And we'll see MP facing off with John Morant here in this one. It marks the first time ever meeting between these two terrific players.
You think about the raw athleticism that John Morant brings to the table. One of the toughest players to contain off the dribble. And once he gets in close, he can finish over anybody.
And perhaps a bit of a feeling out process, but I expect it won't take long for them to get it going and put on a show.
Now, here's Bane. After the miss from Vucevic, Jackson passes to Bane.
And Smitty, the last pick of the first round of that 2020 NBA draft. Desmond Bane loves proving the doubters wrong.
GA, every season, he seems to take another leap. Now one of the league's premier three-point shooters and a terrific all-around player. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow!
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Now, here's Bane. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Passes it to Caruso. To the paint. Here's Williams. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Caruso against Bane. To the middle. Here's Jackson. It's good from inside.
I like Jackson's work inside. Can face you up or go over either shoulder, finishing with either hand.
Pass to LaVine. Bulls moving the ball around. Williams hits the bucket.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Morant against Williams. Good.
Using the mid-range, John Morant consistent from there.
So the Bulls, the last game, a win against the Raptors. It's stolen by Aldama. Morant outside. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Hey, Steve, the Bulls haven't been to the finals since 1998, Michael Jordan's last season in Chicago.
Kevin, hard to believe, but that tells you how difficult it is to get to the finals. Also, just how important a generational player like MJ can be.
And Memphis, Smitty, one of the flashiest teams in the league. Lots of highlight reel material there for sure.
Kevin, you need the sizzle and the steak. This is a young team with a lot of great talent that's still learning how to be consistent. It's part of the process.
Now here's Jackson. His last outing with 20 points. Morant with another miss. Caruso looking for an opening. Inside. Williams can't get it to go.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
And it's Morant missing. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Raptors in Toronto. Williams kicks to LaVine. Back to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Locating the open man, Levine not just looking for his shot, even though he's an excellent scorer.
Williams against Morant. The shot misses. Nice D from DeRozan.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Payne for three. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's DeRozan with the ball for Chicago. They trail by one. Williams, that's good.
Sharing the wealth out there. DeRozan getting another guy a shot.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Grizzlies timeout.
Let's keep it up.
So Chicago going with... So it's the Grizzlies now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Grant and Vucevic pulls it down.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
We'll see DeRozan and Williams playing it forward. Williams is out there with Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Smart following the miss by DeRozan. Here's Jackson. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
Here's Williams. Morant with some nice D.
This is exactly what the fans were hoping to see. Him and MP are going at each other. You gotta love how competitive these two are.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against Toronto got the job done. He had 42 points, and he was dominant at the offensive end with a high field goal percentage as well. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Shot is good, and the Memphis leads cut down to 11 on the bucket from DeRozan.
Once he gets inside like that, there's nothing you can do against DeRozan.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. Smart with this screen on Williams. Here's Morant.
Ooh, love it, love it. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Bulls shooting struggles apparent, 37% from the field. The shot by Williams, no good. Memphis leading by 13. Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies team.
And I think it applies to this unit as well.
Oh, hammering it in!
It's been the Ja Morant show all night. What a competitor.
Some changes for Chicago. Green, he's checked in for Williams. Alex Caruso comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Levine subbed in for Dosunmu. Memphis also making some changes. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jackson. Williams comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Payne in for Smart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Grizzlies?
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Morant with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the shot goes in.
Strong through contact. Vucevic gets it done.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And the rejection by Morant. From the stripe. Rebound by the Bulls. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
It was beautiful. It was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
And so it's Memphis. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute.
Put your hands together for your arena entertainment.
It's the middle of All-Star voting. This is when I would make my way to the top of the list. Kenny wouldn't know anything about that.
Actually, Shaq, the producers are saying that Kenny is leading the studio All-Star voting.
Thank you.
Recount.
Yes, that's it. That's in one city. You need to count all the cities up.
And looking at the first half we just watched, wow, what a performance for the Grizzlies.
It's impressive how well they've protected the ball. No messy dribbling. They've kept it on the string, fellas, and that's for...
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Jaren Jackson is out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. Coaches say, GA, the league has a problem when it's punishing the retaliators and not the instigators. Do they have a point?
Kevin, I think so. But for any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it, and that's what we do in life normally, right?
Pass to Morant. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And we're about halfway through the season, and what better time to see how the Rookie of the Year race is starting to shape up. A lot of bright stars on this list. Well, you look at Williams. He's been a big-time contributor for his team so far. And, we're right in the thick of the season, and he's one back of the top spot.
And with more or less a half a season behind us, he has shown what unlimited potential he has.
And wasting no time tapping into it. He's number 2 right now, but he has a shot at being number 1 if he can string together some big performances.
Aldama gets the bucket.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Levine finds Williams. 6 on the shot clock. DeRozan surveying the D. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And we've got a chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. You look at the Grizzlies. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
What a nightmare of a season it's been for them. Nothing has gone right for a team we all thought would be real contenders coming into the year.
He kicks it to Levine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Gets it down to single digits. Vucevic has got 7 points in the game.
With his height, Vucevic, a tough matchup inside for any defense.
Hey, Steve, looking at Zach LaVine now, still a very impressive score.
He's just so consistent, Kevin, capable of connecting from anywhere on the floor. He's really put in the work to be a lights-out scorer.
No coverage that time. 9 points in the game so far.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Chicago. Looking to get back on track here. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
Jackson against Vucevic. Bain looking around. Shoots over Dosunmu. Bain, no good.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And finished off by Williams.
The veteran leadership of DeRozan makes the right read, drops the dime.
Morant passes to Aldama. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Levine. Nailed from three-point land. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
When John Morant is hitting those, you're in for a long night because we know what he can do off the bounce.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here he goes, and Morant throws it down.
Not one to shy away from physicality. John Morant just goes about his business.
Here's Williams. Doesn't go that time. Morant with some nice D. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Puts up a three. Connects from three-point range. Morant's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Grizzlies. Chicago has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Williams. And again, unable to change momentum here. Memphis has gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Nobody near Williams. From outside, off the mark.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
It's Morant with the drive.
You have to respect Ja's burst on the drive. So dangerous with the ball in his hands.
Nice work at the line. So
Substitution on the court.
Williams is out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Green, then it's DeRozan, and it's Williams at center. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. There's the feed to Smart. Outside for Jackson. And another miss by Memphis.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Williams. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And Jackson throws it down hard.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
Here's Williams. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Smart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Payne for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. DeRozan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Williams attacking. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Monday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat.
And for their matchup with the Magic, They won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Williams. Alex Caruso comes in for Javonte Green. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Dosunmu. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. LaVine against Bain. Loads it up there for Morant. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Here's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
And Jackson gets it to go.
This is a big target coming off the pick and roll. Jaren's lethal in this set.
Williams in the post. Guarded by Morant. Williams can't get it to go. Over in the corner, Williams. The pass to Morant. From the line, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
On the wing, LaVine. From the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Morant. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
It's stolen by Vucevic.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Grizzlies.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for John Morant.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Morant with the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bain kicks to Morant. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got 34.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Stay on him. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding